I got the bag and I held it close to my chest. I froze and I started crying, like real crying like a baby. I was like, right now I'm laughing, you guys, right now I'm laughing, but that moment, it was not a moment of laughter. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, BRANYTEDDY here. Those who are new, you are most welcome, and those who have been here for a while, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for clicking. Well, today I have a story time. I'm going to judge you guys how I was almost jailed by LDU, guys. LDU is a local defense unit that was put in place recently by the Ugandan government, to curb criminals, to make sure that theft doesn't continue late in the night. So this is how the story begins. You guys all remember the day that Bobi Wine was arrested, the day that caused chaos in the whole country. There was chaos everywhere, like in all the districts, in all the cities, in all the villages. It was chaos everywhere, and many people lost their lives. May their souls rest in peace. Those who are not familiar about who Bobi Wine is, he is currently aspiring to be the president of Uganda on the NUP card, and this time during his campaigns he was arrested, and this was the cause of all the chaos. Just like any other normal day, we were at work, things were moving smoothly as normal, as usual, as all the other days, and there's a client who came at around 2, and the client was like, "Hey, you guys are here, you don't know what is happening in town." So we're like, "What is happening?" He said, "Check on your social media accounts." So we checked. I checked my Facebook, and I checked my Facebook, and I saw that everything was on fire. As I can describe it better, everything was on fire. Everywhere it was fire. Anyway, so I was like, okay, so we continued work. At our workplace, everything was normal and smooth. Nothing was happening anywhere close to us. Like, we could hear bullets, but it wasn't so close. We could hear bullets from a distance. So I work until the usual time of leaving, which is 7 p.m. And so I leave work. Getting outside the gate, I normally get a border. So this time I move out and there are no borders. I'm like, what is happening? I said, okay, instead of standing in one place, it's getting late, let me just keep moving until maybe I'll find a border. I continued moving, and I moved from Kololo to Wandegea with no borders. There was no taxi on the road, and there were no individual cars, not even a single car on the road. People were walking, and not very many people, few people walking. And I was like, what is happening? I know there's curfew, like normally they're supposed to stop like at 9, but this time it was different. So I walk up to Wandegea. I reach Wandegea. I'm like, I continued. When I reached Wandegea, I was still hopeful. I'm like, Wandegea can't be without cars. Wandegea to be without borders. I was so hopeful. I'm like, no, let me just keep walking. But I know a car is going to come. If a car doesn't come, at least a border will come. So I continue moving. And you guys, there were no taxis. There were no borders. I'm like, good, what is happening? So I walk. Can you imagine? I walked from Kololo to Wandegea, from Wandegea to Bwais, and there's still no single car, no borders, no taxi. What? Like, really? So by this time I was already tired, I was thirsty, I was exhausted. So I continue moving. Reaching Bwais, the place I know cannot exist without borders. The place I know cannot be there without taxis. It was now 8-ish, something like 8:10 minutes, 8:20. And you guys, there was no car, no taxis, no borders. Still, this was now so tiresome for me. In that moment I felt like I was really exhausted. But anyways, my brain told me that you're almost home. I started thinking, I'm like, if I've walked from wherever I came from up to here, can I fail to walk up to home? I said I have to walk. When the situation gets tough, you get tougher. I continued walking. You know, I don't give up also. I continued walking. And just a short distance, about to reach home, I saw people running, coming towards me. And I'm like, why are people running, coming to 9? Why are people running at this time? It was just shocking. So people ran, but imagine they were coming from the side where I was going. So I was like, I'm already tired. I can't go backwards. What should I do? So I continued moving. And in that moment, I saw LDU guys coming my direction. You guys, this scene is still in my head. It is traumatizing. These guys look tough, first of all. It is a terrible experience that I do not wish for anyone to go through. In that moment, these guys come when they are holding guns, they are tough, they have batons. It was a scary moment for me, and you guys, I just froze. Like, I was freeze. I just froze. My brain froze, my legs froze, my whole body froze, and I just held my hands to my chest. I was holding the bag. My legs were shaking. Like, in that moment, I felt like my legs were shaking. My brain was, I felt like the brains were going to just burst out of my head, and my heart, it was beating so fast. Like, I felt I was going to just faint. In that moment, I thought I was going to faint. Honestly, that is what came to my mind. And this is how I was. I just held my bag. I normally carry my bag like this. I got the bag, and I held it close to my chest, and I froze, and I started crying, like real crying, like a baby. I was like, right now I'm laughing, you guys, right now I'm laughing, but that moment, it was not a moment of laughter. I cried like a child, and the voice was coming out of my mouth like a real child crying. The sound was coming out. So the guys came to me. Some were speaking Swahili, kuja wapa, nani huyo, what? I was not understanding the things. So one of them was like, what? They were asking me, like, this was asking me, this one was asking me, what is wrong? Have they beaten you? Have they like, everyone was talking to me. There were like 4 guys surrounding me, or 5 or 6, I don't remember. But all I know, there were very many guys, and they're like asking me, what is wrong? Why are you crying? Have they stolen your things? What? And I couldn't respond. My mouth was tight like this. I was just crying. Only the voice coming out, crying. So the guys are like, what happened? Have they stolen your things? Have they beaten you? And one of them said, are you scared? One was like, where are you coming from? So one of them was like, are you scared? That is the only word I had. And I felt I need to respond. I was like, yes. Like a baby. I said, yes. Then I was like, are you scared? I said, yes, I'm scared. Then said, okay, calm down, don't cry. Are you coming from work? I just shook my head like this. They said, okay, calm down. Okay, now you walk. Don't run, you walk home. And then I survived that moment. Just a few minutes, like 1 minute or 2 minutes, the same thing happened. Again, I think these guys, they spaced themselves. These were like the first 10, then the other group of 10 came. Everything that happened at first repeated itself. I froze, I stood straight, and I held my arms, my legs, I was just standing shaking. My legs were shaking, my heart was pumping so fast, and my head was, I thought the brains were going to just pump out of my head. Anyways, so that everything happened at the same time. They were asking me, they were really nice to me. They were asking me, what happened? Are you fine? Did someone beat you? Did they steal your things? And are you scared? Then I said, yes, I'm scared. Like the same voice when I'm crying. Then they said, okay, calm down, you walk up home. I walked up home, and that is how I survived the LDU, guys. Now reaching home, jazzing this story to people at home, everyone just laughed. And I'm like, you guys, why are you laughing when I'm telling you my sad story? Everyone was just laughing. They're like, why are you scared of people when you've not done anything? But you guys, this was traumatizing. I just couldn't control. I couldn't control myself. My body just reacted like that. And right now, it is a moment of laughter, but that moment, I don't want to revisit anything. Anyways, so guys, please stay away from riots. We need you alive. Your parents need you alive. Your friends need you alive. Tell your loved ones and yourselves to stay safe and take care of your lives. We still need you alive. Well, that has been it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for clicking. Please don't forget to subscribe. Press the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload. Other than that, it's been Branny Teddy. Until next time, bye.